Students, how are you? You all fine in this pandemic situation? So students, I am Yachna Gupta. I am starting today solid state chapter. So student, this chapter related to the class 12th as well as 11th due to the pattern has been changed. So students, before going in detail, I want to tell about the state. There are three main type of state: solid state, liquid state and gaseous state. Two other kind of state also here, plasma and Bose-Einstein, but we are discussing about the natural states. So solid, liquid and gaseous we will discuss here. So students, why we are saying that the substance is solid, the substance is liquid, the substance is gas? Because of strong molecules are containing between them a strong intermolecular force. You are saying, you are watching in this picture, particular particles are arranged in particular manner and they are having the strong intermolecular force between them. They cannot flow one place to another place, and due to this, particles are having definite shape and definite volume. It cannot be changed. But in the case of liquid, you can say the particles are not having the definite shape, but it contains the definite volume. Because molecules or liquid are containing the weak intermolecular force and they are bind together weakly. But here in the solid case, you can see particles are tightly packed together, so that we can say particles show the rigidity. Particles containing the rigid nature, and it contains the high density also, because particles nature depends upon the mass upon volume, so it's contain the high density. Here another point is high melting point, boiling point. Solid substances containing a high melting point and high boiling point. It means whenever for this purpose I am taking a very little example in front of you. You can see if we are boiling a crystal, so it takes time to boil up because molecules are breaking the intermolecular force between them, so it takes time and its boiling point or melting point will be higher. In case of liquid, you can say in comparison to solid, melting point, boiling point will be lower. So students, the reason behind it, we have to remind it, the solid have to say solid because of strong intermolecular force between them. Now we will discuss about the types. Solid mainly divided by two types: crystalline, amorphous. Crystalline further divided by covalent, ionic, molecular and metallic. Here there are the subtypes of molecular solids: hydrogen bonded, polar, non-polar. We will discuss one by one and we will tell one by one here. Now we have to know what is the difference between crystalline and amorphous solid. Which solid are crystalline, which solid are amorphous. So they are categorized. So students, here I am depicting two diagrams. We can differentiate very easily. So here there is an arrangement of crystalline and this is an arrangement of amorphous. Here students are saying particles are repeated in same pattern. Particles are repeated in same pattern and they are having the strong intermolecular force between them. It is also having the force, but in comparison there is a much difference. Here particles are repeated and one thing you are also seeing that particles are arranged orderly, means they are containing the proper arrangement. But here you are watching particles are not containing proper arrangement, that is they are having the improper arrangements. Here students, the particles orders you can see the order here, the order is mismatched. So there is a entirely different in crystalline and amorphous solid. Students, crystalline you can say they containing the higher melting point in comparison to amorphous, and amorphous contain the low boiling point and melting point. So other properties we can discuss as well as we have considered in solid state. So students, another main type of difference, and this is a 1 mark question, the crystalline and amorphous, there is a isotropic and isotropic nature. What do you mean by isotropic and which substances categorized in isotropic in nature? So I am telling isotropic, iso means same. There is some of the physical property like refractive index, electric conductance, etc. These properties are same in all direction. So these are categorized as amorphous solid. Amorphous solid always known as the isotropic. But Whereas crystalline solid also always known as the anisotropic nature, because some of the chemical property, physical properties are different in all direction. So we have to know, and this is a 1 mark question, what is isotropic nature versus anisotropic nature. So guys, we can say there is a much difference, and we can differentiate amorphous and crystalline. Guys, I want to discuss one question here. Is NaCl crystal can conduct electricity? Do you know? No. NaCl cannot conduct electricity in the form of crystalline. When it is present in molten state, it can conduct electricity. Here, when it is molten, it dispute their ions, Na positive and Cl minus. So guys, it contain the ions, so it can conduct electricity when it is molten. But in the form of crystal, it cannot conduct electricity. Now we have to discuss about the solid. There is a subtypes of crystalline solid: covalent solid, ionic solid, molecular solid, metallic solid. Covalent, guys, covalent bond we know very well. Carbon containing the covalent bond, they are attached to it, they containing the sharing nature. Those compound are having the sharing nature, they categorize the covalent solid. Ionic guys, they containing the ions, they depend of ions, positive and negative. So these are the ionic solid. Molecular solid, they are found in molecular form. Molecular form like H2, Cl2, Br2, these are the molecular form. So that is a molecular solid. Metallic, all metals are categorized in this solids. So metallic, their lustrous property, all metallic property belongs to the such kind of solids. Here molecular solids divided by the subtypes also: hydrogen bonded, polar and non-polar. Here students, polar hydrogen bonded molecular solids are related to this. For example, H2O. It contains the hydrogen bonding is there. It may be intra or inter, but it can be categorized into the hydrogen bonding. Polar molecule, you know, polar side, that is containing the partial negative charge. One substance contains the partial negative charge, so it is categorized as polar solids. Non-polar, which doesn't have non-polar molecule doesn't have polar ions, means N2, Cl2, Br2, they are not have polarity. So polar and non-polar are the major difference. Partial positive and negative charge it is having, and it doesn't have any charge. So discuss. So here this is a little introduction of the types of solids. So students, here the question arises: what kind of solids are crystalline? What kind of solids are amorphous? What is isotropic nature? What is anisotropic nature? And how we can define the polar, non-polar and hydrogen bonded solids? And the question, what are pseudo-solid? Pseudo-solid means semi-solid, means amorphous solid. They are also known as a supercooled liquid. Pseudo-solids are supercooled liquid. They end because of the improper arrangement of particles. So guys, we will discuss another topic in next slide. If you have any type of question, any type of query, you can ask me. Thank you.